$50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Wilson to throw right away. And his first look is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. First pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. The Jets at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a first carry for the fullback. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it, and on that play he did, so you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin, and he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Wilson. And a check down complete to Hall. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Give to Hall running right. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Option play, and Wilson's going to run with it. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Zach Wilson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They'll run with Hall. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
53 yards rushing for him now to this point. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They go play action now. Wilson. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Pats will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They run again with it. And a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble loss in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Now it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
You always worry about those small receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow. And he didn't on that play.
Running left, it's Hall. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now it's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Zach Wilson, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. The touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's second and 7 now from the 28. Now Jones. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers chance to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one.
Throwing is Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, Wilson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Wilson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. Got it inside the 10. Still not a first yet. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. Just didn't work.
Not at all. And the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close and close quickly.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Pats at the line, ready to go.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going.
And he loses the football a second time. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks. And, of course, you remember last week's game, such a close affair. That hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because, remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So
that's into a crowd and intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the third quarter and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
On first down, Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's scooped up by the Jets. There he goes, right side. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Oh, that's my fault.
All the way in. Touchdown, New England. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They're going option play on third down. And he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's fourth down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. On first down, McKnight. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Amari Hooker. And the Jets are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Slot man moves right. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They're looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage. And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
That is caught. It's Uzoma. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's first and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
Wilson and Wilson connected here. They're going to get this down about the 37.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. That's caught by his tight end, Uzoma. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 32 on the play. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Wilson. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him a full 10 yards there. 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because they're built.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are on their way to a 2-0 start. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
This could be a turning point.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. They go play action with Wilson. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. They'll give to Hall. Down to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Wilson wants to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film and find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Here's Jones on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense.